You're filming people.
I'm not filming. I'm not filming them people at all.
I've just stood watching you.
No, I was changing the battery.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm not going to dispute that. But you were stood by a fence line, observing people. Have you got a ticket for the match?
For your own sake, in future, if you have press as well, because it's quite a common question for press that we would ask that
you're just using every trick in the book. You want to do this, don't you? Go on, come on, go on, do it.
Take your name and address.
Go on, do it. Come on.
I don't want to search you. I'm asking for your name and address.
Why do you want my name and address?
Like I've said.
Under what provision do you want my address? Just make it clear to me.
Based on the current counter-terrorism threat.
Yep.
You've been with this group of people all day. You're now on private property.
Yep.
You've disputed the fact that you're filming on private property. It's a massive, massive football fixture. 54,000 people are going to be present. You've not got a ticket. You're on private land.
A camera isn't a device of terrorist purposes.
And you're acting suspiciously.
I'm not. You're just using every trick in the book. You know what you're doing. Yeah. I know what you're doing. It's cool.
I'm not going any further. I'll give you my grounds. Okay.
So what provision are you enforcing, sir? Just to make it clear. No, what provision?
Like I've explained.
What provision? What section?
Under the counter-terrorism law.
Which section?
I'm obliged to ask for your name and address.
Yeah, but which section?
Which section?
Yeah, I need to know for my personal records because I keep personal records.
That's fine. I'll refer to my pocket notebook and I'll give you a full legislation hit. But whilst we're doing that, you give me your name and address.
But you've got access to PNLD. If you can find a section, find a section. I'll comply with you.
That's fine. Good man. Have you got permission off the club to be here? No.
I haven't been asked by the landowner to leave, but
not at the moment you haven't. But obviously this is a football fiction. We're on behalf of the club.
If you want to do the thing, I'll comply with you. I'm going in a minute anyway, dude.
You're going nowhere at the moment. Okay, you're detained until I confirm your name and address.
Under what section am I detained?
I'm going to confirm that shortly, okay?
Surely, because...
Under the counter-terrorism legislation, you've been acting suspiciously all day around a large group of people.
You know I haven't. You're just making it up because you don't like me being here.
I've got body-worn footage of you all day.
So have I.
In the city centre.
So have I.
Which concerns me slightly.
Why does it concern?
Because I'm lawfully obliged to take my video capture. You've said you're press, you've got no press badge.
What do you want, my name and address, yeah?
Be lovely, yeah. Driving licence, any ID.
Just to... And
can you confirm which press agency you're working for, or you freelance?
Just to... which section am I providing these to you?
I will give you the section, like I've said. At the minute,
I'm detained without a section, I'm just detained?
Yes, you are, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure.
What's your column number for me?
There's my column number.
18241. Cheers, bro. There you go.
Much. I appreciate that.
No worries.
In 20 years of policing, mate.
You've messed up, not me, mate. You know this, and your colleague knows as well.
I disagree entirely.
No, your colleague knows as well, so he's laughing.
I disagree entirely, mate.
I know, dude. I know. Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
We all make mistakes, my friend. It's section 43, I think.
Well, it's very kind of you to try and reference that. Once I've put you through and I've confirmed your details, are you registered at this address? Because it's an offence not to have the correct address on your driving licence. Are you registered at that address?
It's an offence to drive with it, but...
it's an offence to have the wrong address on your driving licence.
What do you mean, registered at the address?
Basically, do you
live at that address?
Yeah, sometimes. You know, mate, you know.
I'm not going to take on any further, but you know what you're doing.
I know, I do.
What I will confirm with Manchester City is they're going to get your photo on their club cameras as well.
I don't care. I don't follow football. It's for these kind of people. I don't follow football. Don't follow football. Not remotely interested, honestly. Do your worst. Tell the SAS.
It's frozen, so you have to bear with me for the moment, okay?
So am I detained under section 43 at the moment?
You've referenced that. I've not given you my full grounds, but what I have told you is I've got enough grounds currently, based on your actions today and the evidence on my body-worn video, to suggest you're up to no good.
To suggest I'm up to no good?
If you've provided the fact that you're filming for a company and you've got permission to be here... I'm
not filming for a company.
You said you're a member of the press.
I'm freelance press. Anyone can be press. You can be press.
Yes, if you have a badge and ID.
No. You can consider yourself press. You can take photos. Freelance.
I've spoken to many freelance press officers before, and they all have ID.
We're not required to carry identification in the UK. We are not required to carry any ID in the UK, whether we are a banker, a press photographer, or a footballer. You don't need to carry any ID. I promise you, sir.
I'm still frozen.
No worries.
So we're still here. Okay.
Still detained indefinitely.
Well,
with no section. You can write it down. No problem.
Here we go, we're on. System's working.
So
what we'll do also, I'm going to fill in an intelligence submission when I go back to the station, okay? Detailing this stop and why we've done it, okay?
as you're required to do.
Yes.
Terrifying. It's a shame you didn't do one of these against Salman Abedi.
Again, it's really...
Nothing to do with you. Nothing. I get it.
If that's how you feel, mate, that's how you feel.
No worries.
It's okay.
You know I'm not a terrorist. I know I'm not a terrorist. She knows I'm not a terrorist. He knows I'm not a terrorist because he sees me all day filming football fans and he knows I'm press.
I know you're not up to no good, mate.
You know I'm up to no good. You know for a fact.
Yeah, you're trying to mouth off and go on about the Manchester bomb and be disrespectful to what I do.
What? What am I
you,
doing that's up to no good?
You're filming in a private area, large groups of public, entering an iconic site.
You're allowed to access this until you're asked to leave.
Right.
Trespass is a civil matter. It's not illegal.
Yeah. You're trying to question every ground I've
Of course I am, because I have civil rights, and the second I give them up, I'll lose them. You're the one being unlawfully and not me. This is an unlawful stop search because you haven't quoted the section or the provision.
This is a stop and account.
Yeah.
Have I laid a finger on you?
You've detained me.
Have I laid a finger on you?
That is an assault because you've detained me unlawfully. You know it's an assault. You don't have to touch someone for an assault. You know that. You're a cop. You know that. This is an unlawful stop search. £500 per hour, sir. You know.
That's an opinion from yourself.
No, it's fact, case law. I've done it a few times.
Very well.
No worries, it's going on. Right.
You'll notice that's not speeding up my process. I'm doing my job now, okay?
Don't worry, dude. If it goes over an hour, it'll be it's easy. You know what unlawful detention looks like. You know what it looks like.
Mate, I understand my powers, I understand my grounds, okay?
You haven't given reasonable grounds for a terrorist search. Well, you haven't given any grounds.
I've told you what
You just said suspicious activity.
What's your current address? We've got 2 addresses on the system for you.
What address have you got, and I'll confirm it?
We've got this one, and we've got an address.
Just put that one.
That one? Okay. So you're living there at the moment?
Sometimes, yeah. I'm a vulnerable adult with mental health conditions. I live at separate addresses and I'm under the care of separate people.
Okay. What mental health conditions have you got?
Paranoid schizophrenia.
Right. Do you wish to share how you're feeling at the moment?
Fine.
Need any support? Do you need any support?
No.
Okay.
I'm on medication.
Yeah.
I'm under a mental health
Have you got a
team.
caseworker? Have you got a care worker?
Yep.
Do you need me to speak to them at all?
No.
You
Fine.
sure?
Absolutely fine.
Okay.
I was
based on what you've said
enjoying
now,
myself.
based on what you've said,
Yep.
I've got a duty of care to make sure that you either get home safe or I speak to a care worker to confirm.
I'm trying to get home. I was just going over, just as you approached
Are
me.
you with the chap on the bike?
Just as you approached me,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
I wouldn't like you to disclose any of my personal medical information to him.
No, I wouldn't do that.
But I was just
All
literally
we need to know is you're going
changing
with
the
him.
battery and going home until you unlawfully detain me here.
That's your opinion.
I know it is.
Okay.
We're not going to get any
You've got somebody
further.
to go
are we?
home with.
I'm
Well-
perfectly able to go home. Promise you. Promise you that.
Right, thank you very much. I'm going to ask you to leave the area now, okay?
Sorry?
I'm going to ask you to leave the area to the gate and then that's public land.
I'm going home anyway. That is
Okay.
that was my plan. Just as I was changing the battery, I was going home.
If you'd have said that as we'd have spoken to you, perhaps
I
things
did.
would have been differently.
I did. I did.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
Good night.
You too.